Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. Recently on YouTube I ran across a channel that's giving me some very interesting ideas about how I can modify my current dowel jig. Now the current jig's fine, it's getting a little worn, but it's still quite serviceable. The problem with it is it can only be used for making corner joints, and I do want to get into some different joinery involving different parts and positions on a board, and this is going to be very useful for that. So the gentleman in the video that I watched, I'll definitely leave a link to it below, was using brass tubing. Now the problem with brass tubing is you have obviously an outside diameter that's set, as I have here, but the inside diameter, because the wall of the tube is not that thick, you only have a very limited range, basically one drill bit size, that you can use for the actual drill bit that you're going to make the dowels out of, or sorry, the hole for the dowels. This, on the other hand, is solid rod. Outside diameter 1/2 inch, inside diameter is whatever drill bit I decide to put through it. In this particular case, it is going to be the thinner of the two that I did use for the recent strength test for the dowel jigs. I'll definitely leave a link to that video as well. The reason why I'm using the thinner of the two, even though it requires me to pound the dowel peg in probably a little harder than I need to, I haven't finished those strength tests. There's also more videos about that coming up. So if I decide later on that I want to use the thicker of the two, the greater diameter I guess I should say, all I need to do is put it back on the lathe here and run the large diameter drill bit through it, and I don't have to re-mill the whole entire thing, even though this doesn't really take that long. So this is going to make this a little bit more solid. Oh, sorry. This is going to be a short clip. I'm not going to show it all because for some reason the camera didn't want to focus on anything specific. It was just going back and forth. All I was doing is parting it off there. So this is the original dowel jig, and that's 3/4 inch, if I remember correctly, solid bar, and this is going to be 1.25 inches, these two tubes I've made. So it's going to be a little bit more rigidity as far as the drill bit going through them, and it will definitely have less wiggle. And the nice thing is, all I need to do is now build a wooden bracket for it to fit into. It'll snap in like this, and now I can, well, depending, it's not going to be this piece of wood, it's going to be something else as well. I can build a small framework for that, put the holes where I want them to be, and I just have to pop these in and out. Now, the other gentleman also put the hole all the way through. I'm not going to do that. I am going to leave, as you can see here as I go on to the end, I'm going to leave a little bit of meat on the inside of it. So these will set in, and they'll be solid, and then when I run the drill bit through, obviously, it will drill through that and then into whatever I'm putting the peg into. So it'll make things a lot more rigid. And as you can see as I'm trying to wiggle this here, this is very solid. It's a really good fit. And I'm hoping that the brass will, well, wear less than the aluminum. It should for sure. But anyway, these are very easy to make. It took me like 10 minutes on the lathe to put one together, and I could easily just make any number of these. Now I'm not going to actually make an actual jig here today. I am going to leave that for future videos, but I just wanted to show you the setup for this. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be able to make lots of different stuff, and in the next videos I am going to continue the strength tests, and I'm going to finish this up, and yeah, we'll definitely keep lots of things going here. So thank you for watching. Leave comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.